Hey y'all, Brittany here. Welcome to our Health and Happiness Tribe. We're so excited to have you. If you're watching this video, it's because you decided that you wanted to earn extra income with your referral link opportunity with Plexus, and I'm so excited that you did. I will tell you, when I first heard about Plexus, I was very, very skeptical. I didn't know anyone who had ever been successful in network marketing before, so I had a very negative outlook on the possibility of what network marketing could be. And I'm so glad that I decided to try it anyway, despite my skepticism. I'm so glad that you guys decided to try it too. At the time when I first joined Plexus, I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. We had a 6-month-old new baby, and I would have loved to have earned income from home. I had a degree in health science, and I was working as a dental hygienist at the time. And I knew that that would be in the office away from her all day, every day. And I didn't expect to make income with Plexus. So I tell everybody when they start, no matter what you think could happen from this income opportunity, dream bigger. I was just expecting to hopefully get my products covered every month. That's kind of where I started. I was on the team page and I was looking through different videos and trying to learn what I could. And one day I saw a Lyme disease testimony and I thought it was a really cool testimony, but I didn't know anybody with Lyme disease. So I just kind of kept that in the back of my mind. And then one day I was trying to decide what to post, and the Lord just laid that post on my heart to post it, even though, again, I knew nobody with Lyme disease. And someone that I know tagged a friend of hers in that post. So I reached out to her and said, hey, I saw you were tagged in my post about Lyme disease. Do you or anyone that you know suffers from it? And she said that she actually was suffering from Lyme disease herself. She was 28 or 29 at the time. They had a 4 or 5-year-old daughter, and her daughter was having to wake her up. Mommy, I'm hungry. Can you feed me? Or I need to go to the bathroom. Can you help? And she just had very, very little quality of life, could not function very well. They had a lot of medical expenses, and she wasn't able to work, so the money was really tight for them. So they actually saved up their money and got her a welcome pack for her birthday gift that year. And she called me 5 days on the products, saying she had just played chase in the yard with her daughter for the very first time. And that's when kind of a light bulb went off for me, that if the Lord could use this opportunity to help someone that I didn't even know, a total stranger, have a completely different way of life. Now they have another baby, and she's not completely symptom free, but almost completely symptom free, night and day difference from where she was. She started sharing the products with people because they were doing such a great thing for her, and because of her sharing her products and her story, they were able to earn enough income that her husband was able to quit his job and start his own business. So they now have 2 kids. Her husband works his own business. They have a family farm that they run together, and it's just a completely different life than what she was living before. And again, that's because I was able to share a post on social media that completely changed her life and the people that she was able to share with. All their lives were changed. Huge domino effect there. And that's when I decided to be completely unapologetic with sharing Plexus on social media. There's so much negativity, so much drama out there. And if I could use that platform to help people instead, then what an opportunity I had to do that. I was thinking about all the people at church, all the people on the prayer list who are suffering from so many things, and they're praying for answers, whether it's an autoimmune disease or depression and anxiety or blood pressure or infertility. There's so many people on the team who were told they would never be able to have a baby because of endometriosis or PCOS or different issues, and now they have multiple kids. So I have seen prayers answered in huge, huge ways with these products. So that's why I will always share boldly and unapologetically. I don't care if somebody gets upset. I don't care if somebody gets offended. I had 2 family members when I first decide to take it upon themselves to message me totally out of the blue and say, I've seen your post about Plexus. Don't ever talk to me about it. It's completely ridiculous. You're embarrassing yourself. You're embarrassing our family. What do you think you're doing right now? And I cried, but then I decided that I wasn't going to let their opinions of what I was doing affect my family's future. I was going to do it anyway. And I'm so glad that I did it anyway. Because of that, now I have 2 jewel lines. I have a whole sapphire team and a whole emerald team, which is about $20,000 a month income for my family. I've earned a free trip to Hawaii 8 or 9 times now. We were able to take my parents last year because I earned the trip twice last year. We were able to take my parents to Hawaii for the first time, which is a dream come true for them. Austin, our 9-year-old, has been to Hawaii 3 or 4 times now, completely paid for. my Plexus. We've taken her on vacations all across the country, to Disney World several times, to Dallas, DC, lots of different places, the things again that we would not be able to do if it weren't for this incredible company. And that's why I say, no matter what you think could happen with Plexus, think bigger, dream bigger, because the things that I didn't even think about would be able to come true have come true. I've earned 4 or 5 free Lexus SUVs. Again, having a Lexus was never even in my wheelhouse to dream about, because it just seems so far from where I was at the time when I first started. So I wasn't even thinking about that. So to have that and be able to earn that for my family has been, again, incredible. So the first thing I want you guys to do, that's just kind of my backstory. The first thing I want you guys to do is to write down your goals. What do you want to happen? And don't just say, I want to make $3,000 a month. I want to make $10,000 a month. Don't just say those things. Really be specific. What would you do with that extra $3,000 a month? What could that provide for you and your family? Think of all the emotional things that you would be able to do. Could you give back to your church? Could you take stress off yourself or your husband from bills coming in every month? I always say my favorite thing is to be able to help people take that "I can't afford it" out of their vocabulary completely. So what were things, if you could take that out of your vocabulary, would change for you and your family? Again, be very, very specific. I want you guys to look at the income disclosure and kind of have an idea of what you want your first big goal to be. What is your big goal that you are working for? Let your sponsor know. Say, hey, my first big goal is I'm working for Ruby, or I'm working for Senior Ruby, or I'm going all the way to Diamond. Let them know, and then tell them what timeline you want to hit that goal by. Say, I want to hit Ruby in 6 months, or I want to hit Emerald in 1 year, or I want to be Gold in 6 months. Whatever that is for you, pick your goal and then let your sponsor know when you want to be there by. Then they will help you. Once they know where you want to be and when you want to be there, they'll be able to help you come up with a game plan to break it down into steps each month in between now and then. That way you will make sure that you can track your progress and you can be successful to make sure that that happens. One thing I want you to do is make 3, I call them magic lists. You want to grab a notebook and make 3 magic lists. The list is the first people that is the first list are the people that you have influence over. They're people where if you got engaged or won the lottery, you would call them. If there was a new restaurant in town that they would want to check out, or a new movie that you saw that you loved, or a new TV series that you loved, you would recommend it to them and they would take your recommendation because you're the one who recommended it. So I want you to write all their names down, all those people. And then I want you to make a second list. This is a list of people who you think could benefit from these products. And this list is going to kind of have 2 subcategories. The first category are all the people that you think need the products. They have a huge health concern. They are suffering from X, Y, or Z. Maybe it's someone in your church or your kids' school or your family, or that you see scrolling on Facebook who's always talking about their illness. Whatever that is, whoever that person is, write that person down, whoever comes to mind who needs the products. Now, the other part of that list is going to be people who you can think of are the healthiest people you know. Now, a lot of times we forget to write these people down because we assume they're super healthy, they don't need the products, which actually the reason that they're super healthy is because they are investing in their health. They're already taking some kind of supplements. They're already working out every day. They're already eating healthy. They're already doing the things that they need to do to take care of themselves, and they understand the value of investing in their health. Usually the healthiest people you know are actually the easiest people to make the sale to, because again, they already are investing in their health and they understand the value of it. So write those people down. That way, when you message people, you can say, hey, I know you value health. You're one of the healthiest people that I know. I know you're doing all the things right. I would love to talk to you about a new line of supplements that I just came across. They're all plant-based, all natural, and I think they would align perfectly for you and your lifestyle. And that's how you approach those people. Again, usually those are the ones that are the easier sell. I have found that sometimes it's really, really frustrating to message those people that we know are really, really sick and always posting about it and always complaining about it and always talking about it, because we think, well, you complain about it all the time. You talk about it all the time. How do you not want to get better? but they've gotten so comfortable in their illness, it's become a part of their identity that it's really hard for them to even think about what it would be like without that, because it's a part of who they are. And a lot of times, the reason that they are super unhealthy is because they aren't investing in their health and they don't want to invest in their health. Now, that's not always the case. That's not always the case. So you do want to still reach out to those people, but just keep that in mind when you do so. And the third list of people that I want you to write down, and again, this one has two subcategories too, people who you think would love this business opportunity, whether it's people who you know who need extra income, maybe they're struggling, maybe they lost a job, but they're looking for an extra income stream, people who you know would really benefit from earning extra income, write them down. And the flip side of that, again, the people we usually leave off this list, who are the people that you know who are the most successful people you know? They never seem to be struggling for money. They're always seem to be on vacation. They're always getting promotions at work, things like that. Write those people down because, again, a lot of times those people are the easier sell because the reason they're successful is because they manage their time well, they understand the value of hard work, they have a problem solver attitude, not a look at all the problems that I have. They're usually really self-motivated, and those people will usually see this business opportunity and want to take it and run. So don't leave those people off the list because usually those will be the people that help you go all the way to the top. So write those people down too. And then another thing you want to do, and you can ask your sponsor for this, or you can message me this, you want to make an IPA checklist. I have one that I can send you, or again, your sponsor can send you, because I'm sure I've sent them this at some point in time. But it's a list of things that you want to do every single day for your business. When I first started, I knew that in order to be where I wanted to be, which is at the top, I had to be consistent and work my business every single day. It's like if you go to work or you don't show up for work, if you have a job and don't show up and you're just there every once in a while or whenever you feel like it, you're not going to get paid very much, right? And it's the same thing with your business. If you aren't doing it every single day, then you aren't going to be paid very much. You're not going to be successful. And think about it this way too. When you start working your business and tell people this is what you're doing, they're going to be watching you, and how you show up every day will affect whether they join your team or somebody else's team. You don't want to be just posting once in a while and not seeming very passionate about what you do, because when you do that, all you're doing is piquing someone's interest for them to join under somebody else. Because when people want to order, they want to order under the person that comes to mind, that is the most passionate person, that is the most consistent person, the most dedicated person they know to Plexus, because they want to join under someone that they can rely on and count on to be there for them. And you want to be that person that comes to mind. So you want to make sure that you are, again, showing up every single day and working your business. And your IPA list, which stands for income producing activity, will help you stay consistent. Again, I have one that I started probably day one, very, very early on in my business. And I still every single day do it. It's a list of things that are non-negotiable for me. I refuse to go to bed at night unless they're done. Some days I get them all done by 9 o'clock in the morning. Some days it's, after the kids go to bed and I'm exhausted and I force myself to do them at night because I haven't got a chance to do them yet. But either way, I make sure that list gets done. Now, it's a bare minimum list. Obviously, the more you do, the more productive you're going to be, the more success, the more quicker you'll get to success. So I have a bare minimum list. I try to do more than those things every day, but at least I know if the day just kind of completely fell apart, at least I've gotten these things done for my business. Plexus posts, super important. You want to make sure you're posting about Plexus every single day. If you go to the team page and type in hashtag post of the day or just post of the day all written together, there's going to be tons of different ones that come up. Again, you can message me, you can message your sponsor. The key is to make your Plexus posts not really look too much like Plexus posts. You don't want to be posting graphics. You want to be making people wonder, what is it they're talking about? What is it they're taking? What is it they're using? You want to create curiosity. So instead of posting a picture of your products in the box or the label and say, I just started on Plexus, this, that, or the other, because again, that doesn't create any curiosity. You're answering people's questions right there in the post, and you're not going to get any conversation started with that. So instead, you could say things like post a picture of yourself. This is hydrate here, but pretend it's a pink drink, or hydrate. Say, I just started on these incredible natural supplements. I can't wait to see where this journey takes me. Because then that's creating interest, right? Or you could say, I'm so excited that I actually had a great night's sleep last night. I'm so glad I decided to give these natural supplements a try. Whatever it is you're experiencing or want to experience, say that, but don't use the word plexus. Don't post a graphic, just be real, natural you. Again, that's going to pique people's interest to see what it is you're doing, what it is you're taking, and they're going to want to ask you those questions. So when they do, if they ask those questions in the comments, if they say, what are you taking? What is that drink? Tell me more about it. Don't answer their questions in the comments, because that is, again, a conversation ender. What you want to do instead is say, I'll message you. Because if you post an answer in the comments, that ends the conversation with that person, but also other people will go look at it and they'll see your response, and then you'll never hear from them. And so that's a lot of conversations that you're going to miss having. So you just want to say, I'll message you, because then you'll have other people say, oh, message me too, or I want information too. Then all those people just say, I'll message you. Then jump over to private messenger, create a private chat with that person and say, hey, I saw you just commented on my post. I'm so excited to tell you about what I'm taking. And then give them bits and pieces of information. Make it conversational. Don't just puke all the information at them. Make it conversational. Ask them questions. See what their health goals are. That way you can help them determine what products are best for them to help them get started. Then you could even say, at some point in that conversation, that you have a referral link that they'll be able to order through and get a discount. When you talk about prices with people, you want to make sure you look in the back office and always give the retail price first. Say, this combo retails for $250, but I can get it for you for just $112. So excited to give you a try. That's a huge discount. I know you're going to love it. That verbiage is super, super important. If you just tell them the price without them having any context of what the discount is or what value that they're getting, then you're most likely not going to get the sell. So you want to make sure you give the retail price first and say, but I can get you a huge discount at this price. I'm so excited for you to get started. One thing too, you want to make sure you do, the value is not in the products themselves. You are not selling the products themselves. What we are selling is what people's lives can look like after they have healed their gut, after they've reduced their inflammation, after they're not suffering from their health issue anymore. That's the value. So it's really hard to sell a vitamin combo that's $200, right? But if you're selling a completely different way of life, if you're selling, getting rid of your infertility issues and not having, IBS, where you can travel on vacation with your family and not have to worry about where the bathroom is. Those things are huge life-changing things for people, and that's where the value's at, right? So that's what we need to emphasize when we're talking to people. Whatever it is their health issue is, which you need to find out what that is so you can show them, talk to them about what their life will look like without having those things in their life, because that's the value. And the next thing I want to talk to you guys about are your non-plexus posts, because they're actually even more important than your plexus posts, because those are what are going to keep people interested in you and coming back for more. They need to be adding value to people. They need to be interesting. They need to be funny. They need to be not spammy. Don't just share a lot of posts, because all that does is make people think that you're just like a spam machine. So don't share a lot of posts. Don't post drama. Don't post negativity. Be uplifting. People have enough drama and negativity in their life right now that they don't need any of yours. You need to be someone that they can't wait to see what you're going to post next, because it's always funny, intriguing, adding value. Maybe it's you share great recipes or great mom tips or whatever it is that you can add value to people. That way they're always, again, wanting to come back for more. If you go to the team page, you want to type in tip of the day all together. There's hundreds of videos that come up. When I first got started, I didn't have a lot of help getting started with my business. My upline was pretty new herself, and so she didn't really know a lot of how to help me. And so what I did is I went to the team page and I got a notebook and I watched every video I could find. I listened to every corporate call I could find. I read every book I could find, listened to every podcast I could find, and I took copious notes. And then I applied those things that I learned to my business. So everything you need to know is on our Health and Happiness Tribe page. If you have not been added to that page yet, make sure you ask your upline to add you, and then just scroll through every day. Just scroll through, look at the videos, watch the videos, read the posts. You can also type in the name of any product in the search bar, and there's way more information on the team page than even on the website. So just type in the name of any product, take notes on, this is all my notes on ease, this is all my notes on nerve, this is all my notes on collagen. That way you have your own resource that you can pull from in this notebook with business tips that you've learned and product tips where you can help other people. You want to also be utilizing three-way chats with your upline. This is huge, y'all. The people who do this are the most successful people on my team. Adding people to three-way chats. If you have anybody that's interested in ordering, you do not have to have that conversation with them by yourself. I used to have to do that and I would get like completely sweaty. I almost was scared to post because I didn't want people to actually message me about it because then I had to have a conversation about it, right? So add your upline to a three-way chat. That way you can say, you know, hey, Christy, this is my friend Sarah. She was just asking me about the pink drink. I can't wait for her to get some more information. Could you help us out with that? Say, hey, Sarah, this is my friend Christy. She's the one I ordered through. She has been doing this for a long time. She's got lots of knowledge. She'll help you get your questions answered. That way you have that resource there. That way you'll be able to learn more about how to answer people's questions and how to have those conversations, and your friend will get the information that they need. So utilize three-way chats. They're huge. You want to make sure that your subscription is turned on. You want to stay consistent with your products, and that subscription will do that. Also, you'll earn Plexus perks every month that are redeemable for free product every month that your subscription is shipped to you. So you want to make sure that those are turned on. Pay attention to the team page. Pay attention to the Health and Happiness Tribe page. I try to do a tip of the day video at least once a day, at least 5 days a week. And then we do all different posts and announcements. You don't want to miss anything, so make sure you're checking out the team page at least once a day to make sure that there's nothing that you missed. Let's see if I had anything else for you. One thing too, if people message you and say, hey, what's your link? I want to check out your website. I don't recommend sending the link. I usually recommend saying, absolutely. First, let me ask you some questions so I can kind of direct you, and then ask, you know, what their health concerns are. Ask those questions, or add your sponsor to that make a three-way chat. That way they can ask those questions, because if people just go to the website, they're not going to know what to look for. They're not going to know what products to look at. They're just going to see the retail price. They're not going to know they can get a discount. And again, that's a conversation ender. So you want to make sure you're having a conversation with somebody first. There's a really great thing called Share a Cart, which usually I don't ever give anybody my link. Usually I make sure that I have that conversation with them. Once we know exactly what products they're going to take, I will go and make a cart for them, and there's a little share a cart button, and your sponsor can help you find that, and it sends it to them directly. That way everything is in their cart that they already need. They can just go ahead and complete checkout. It works really, really, really great. The last thing I want you guys to do is write down any obstacles that you see coming up in your business, anything that you see as a potential problem with starting your business. And then I want you to message those to your sponsor, because the more you can already have a game plan for the problems that you foresee before they happen, then again, the more quickly you'll be able to move through those and get to success. I know that was a lot to cover. If you guys need anything, feel free to message me. Feel free to message your sponsor. We are here to make sure that you meet your goals. Can't wait to see where your journey takes you guys. Bye, y'all.